Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat. You're watching iGyaan. Now in India, there are several smartphones between the 10 to 15,000 rupee price bracket. And last month, Xiaomi launched the Redmi 5 Plus in China, but that phone never made it to India. And it's a pity, and we'll tell you why in our full review. Now, even though the Redmi 5 Plus is not available in India, you can get one for as low as $179, and I'll leave links and coupons for additional discounts in the description below for those who are interested. Now, at that price, roughly translated to 11,500 rupees, the phone is a pretty impressive device. And we'll start off with the build quality and design. Now, the Redmi 5 Plus has a first of a kind for Xiaomi budget phones. It has an 18:9 aspect ratio display. Now, Xiaomi is the company that did bring about widescreen and full screen displays with the Mi Mix into the global mainstream, but they took a long time to bring it down to their line of smartphones, whereas other companies were totally pushing for this kind of design. Also, with this design comes a larger display in a smaller form factor, giving you 5.99 inches on an 18:9 aspect ratio with a 2160 by 1080 pixel resolution. You also get a 403 pixel per inch density of the display, and it does have Corning Gorilla Glass, although unspecified, and the phone does come with an anti-glare screen protector, not a protective film, but an actual anti-glare screen protector pre-installed on the device. The phone does come with MIUI 9.2 stable out of the box, which is great, but it's still running Android 7.1.2, which is not so great. Now, this is something that companies like Xiaomi need to catch up with, is versions of Android being pushed out, and with newer phones at least we should see Android 8 out of the box, but we are unable to see that on MIUI devices as of now. As with any Xiaomi device, you do get Xiaomi features from MIUI, so you do get the Xiaomi camera, which we'll talk about in just a bit, and then you also get things like dual apps, certain shortcuts, and certain new features that you get on MIUI 9.2. The display in itself is quite nice to look at. It has good amounts of brightness, so it's easily visible indoors as well as outdoors. You also get a reading mode, which is more or less a blue light filter, and you also get the ability to double tap to wake up the screen. These features again can be enabled from the settings panel of the Redmi 5 Plus. From a performance standpoint of view, the phone does well in benchmarks and also in day-to-day performance. We found the phone to handle multitasking really well. You can also switch between applications and run high-end games without feeling any sort of lag on the device. The Redmi 5 Plus also manages RAM really well, which is a good thing for the phone, and you will find that in your day-to-day usage, this phone will not let you down. The 4000 mAh battery on the Redmi 5 Plus will also last you a full day and then some, depending on your kind of usage, but anywhere from 6 hours to 7 hours of screen on time is pretty average for this device. Now, from an optics standpoint, the phone on the back only has a 12 megapixel single camera, which is somewhat of a letdown for a lot of people. Now, with lots of dual camera phones available already from Xiaomi themselves and from other manufacturers in this price bracket, this is something that people have really gotten to like and is missing on the Redmi 5 Plus, the ability to get a portrait shot or a depth shot with the main camera. The phone does get a full suite of Xiaomi shooting modes, so you can switch between a panorama, a straighten mode, a full manual mode, a beautify mode. All of these features are available on the camera, but you'll find yourself clicking pictures in the auto mode most, and you get a good result from the device. Like I mentioned, I would have liked to see a depth mode on the phone, and that is unfortunately missing. The main camera also captures 4K video as well as slow-mo video and time-lapse video, all of which turn out to look good. The Redmi 5 Plus doesn't have any form of image stabilization, so if you have shaky hands like I do, video quality might suffer a little bit, and also image capture might suffer a little bit if your hand manages to shake at the very last minute. The front camera is a 5 megapixel camera, and like I mentioned, all features and all modes that we've seen in the past with Xiaomi devices are available on this as well. Video recording is kept at 1080p only for the front camera, but you do have a timer mode and an audio mode, certain beautify effects that you can enable, but the overall image result from the front camera was sort of disappointing, sort of a letdown. It's not even a wide camera, and most images turn out to be pixelated. So if you click a lot of selfies or front-facing pictures, this may not be the phone for you. Now, like I mentioned, the Redmi 5 Plus takes in 2 SIM cards, and one can be replaced with a micro SD card. If you're getting a China variant phone, you can also have a CDMA enabled on the device, so you can use CDMA SIM cards, even though not a lot of CDMA networks remain. remain. Phone calls and networks were strong where they're supposed to be strong, and we didn't find any problem with calling ability or the earpiece on the device. So volumes were loud, the recipients heard our voice really well, and we got a good amount of talk time like I mentioned earlier. If you have the phone fully charged up in the morning, there is almost never that you will need to charge your phone before the end of the day. Now the Redmi 5 Plus, even though not a big upgrade in terms of specifications, is a big upgrade in terms of the design and form factor of the phone. So if you're tired of the Redmi Note 4 or any other Redmi device that you've been using and are looking for a nice 18:9 aspect ratio display and certain upgrades in terms of form factor and design and MIUI 9.2 out of the box, the Redmi 5 Plus is a fantastic phone. But if Xiaomi is launching the Redmi Note 5, which is expected to come out soon, it might fulfill all the needs that the Redmi 5 Plus seems to be missing, especially the dual cameras, maybe front-facing dual cameras, maybe a slightly better design, maybe some sort of IP protection and image stabilization. These features will be a real big welcome. But for now, this is the Redmi 5 Plus. If you like this video, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyaan. We've got a couple of giveaways going on. I'll leave links to both of those in the description below, so don't forget to go check those out because we are giving away crazy amounts of stuff, including 2 iPhone 10s. This has been Bharat. I will see you guys in the next one.